Well, you had mentioned Stephon Clark.
Yeah.
And actually, when I hit you last night, you were in Sacramento.
Yeah.
With his kids, and I had to, we reported on the story, but I had to go back and kind of refresh my memory. So essentially, with that story, I guess they had reported that someone was like smashing windows or something in the neighborhood. So some guy at a trailer home,
Right?
this white guy, called the
That's
police.
usually who calls the police.
Right. He was living in a trailer home, and I guess his windows got smashed. So he said there was like, a black guy in the neighborhood smashing windows.
Right.
Police show up, and they find Stephon, who I guess tries to run.
Right.
And they shoot him
8 times. Right?
Yeah, well, they shoot him in the back 7 times.
7 times.
Because they claimed he had, they released a video. They said he had a gun, and ended up being a cell phone. So in his own backyard, he got shot 7 times.
First of all, we need to get these police some better vision, because they for someone with all of this training that they can't tell the difference between a cell phone and a gun. Like, it's to me, even that point is like, that's just a lie at this point. And like, there's this so-called, we were going by the book. And well, we got to change the book.
They shot 20 times, hitting him 7 times.
That's target practice.
Yeah. The neighbor who called the police regrets calling 911. He wished he'd never done it. Basically, an innocent person got killed.
Innocent father got killed.
Father got killed. DeMarcus Cousins offered to pay for the funeral.
Right.
Matt Barnes started a scholarship.
Yeah, Matt was up there yesterday. Yeah.
Then the NBA did a PSA.
Right.
Right. And at the end, it said, accountability, we are one. But the cops were not accountable, ultimately. And we just released a story that say that no charges are going to be filed against the cops who did it.
And it's like, our system is so fucked up. I heard there was some donations that happened like in the same time period, from the police department to it's just like they moving money around, and like that case in itself, man, it's heartbreaking. And ultimately, like, that's what I went there to support the kids. And then the same thing is Matt and a couple of other people, like, establishing a presence, and whether it's a foundation, whether it's a nonprofit, but just to know that like these 2 little boys will never know their dad, man. And that's where I was like, I don't want to get caught up in who's right and how it happened in the marching, because a lot of it can just be like, oh, it's another media moment. And contrary to popular belief, when it comes to something that's real, I don't want the media there at all.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason I know is because you told me about it in a personal text.
Yeah,
like,
you know what
I mean? This was not on your Instagram or nothing else like that.
Nah, I just wanted to be there for the family. And for
I think
it's
important for people to know that.
But ultimately, because I get to that point, I'm one of the Black Lives Matter and marching and stuff. And when I'm out there, man, I'm like, a lot of people just out here to make noise. Like, nobody's really trying to evoke change. Nobody, I mean, or it's people that's so upset that they're outraged, but the process is like, what has really changed?
Well, this is somewhat of an unpopular opinion, but I know that you're real cool with Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Kaepernick settled the lawsuit with the NFL.
Yeah.
But it was an NDA type settlement. Which to me was a big disappointment, because
really?
I feel like,
I don't know, because I'm pretty close to it, Vlad, and because there's a few things.
Okay.
Because even when you say the settlement, it's not the settlement as it's an employee, like if I work for you,
mm-hmm.
and you stop me from eating, from living, I have a legitimate, like, between me and you, like, you're stopping me from being able to provide for myself,
right,
and my loved ones.
And I agree that he should have sued.
Right, but in even a sense, because it's not even there, he still doesn't have a job. You know what I mean? He still wants to play football,
but he probably got a massive check from the NFL. And my thing is that,
but it's not like a massive check, like, oh, more money than no, you stopped my money that I was supposed to have. In Kaepernick's situation, it's more like, no, this was mine and you took that from me. It wasn't even. I don't want more than.
I am not disagreeing
Right.
with him suing the NFL.
Right. So
I
what's the
feel
disappointment?
The disappointment is that he accepted a settlement with an NDA associated with it, saying that basically all the details of the case and the settlement he can't talk about.
But
it can't be discussed.
But those details, I feel like all that stuff is already out there.
No, we don't know how much he got. We don't know what they ultimately agreed to. We don't know anything.
Is that? I mean, because that's to me, because the fight is still going on.
I've dealt with lawsuits.
Right.
Like when it gets gets to the end, you could either do the NDA plea deal,
right.
or you could do we could talk about it plea deal. Like
right.
there are options on the table at every point. And my thing is the fact that he took one where he can't talk about it rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. I feel like
I can't rock with you on that just because.
Okay, all right. Like I said, it's an unpopular opinion. Like, you know,
there's two things. One, he's not like a super vocal dude anyway. He could every interviewer from Oprah on down to
everyone want to talk to him. He didn't talk to anybody.
He didn't talk to nobody. So it wasn't like he was gonna talk anyway. Like he wasn't gonna tell you how much money he got. He gonna tell you, you know what I mean? He's that's just not his character. He's more solid than to get out there. He's like, yo, I don't care if y'all say I can't talk about because I just want to play football.
Okay.
And you guys are still stopping me from playing football. Like this lawsuit was just about the disservice from an employee and an employer.
Yeah.
But what about how you're preventing me still? Like, I still don't have a job. So to me, the fight is still going. Like,
right.
Until somebody put him on a team.
Well, it's going to be interesting also that if he actually does get on a team, if he's going to kneel again.
And he should have the right to do that. like to me, I always say, like, yo, if y'all gonna do the national anthem or something like that, I'll pull up afterwards. Like, because I know the controversy is gonna cause, but I after everything I fought for, everything I've spoken out against, if I'm sitting there with my hand over my heart, I look like the biggest fool and hypocrite in the world. So, and as much I try to be at all the events and the celebrity all-stars and the basketball, the Laker games, courtside, I was like, man, I'm gonna go to the bathroom when they start, like, because I know everybody else gonna be standing. I'm gonna be just like this, or you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I can't do it, man. I really can't. And it's just because after all of the research that I did, I mean, one, standing firm with my guy Colin, but and then because I never want to just be a follower, so I went and studied Francis Scott Key and the National Anthem and what it was about, and the slavery connotations, what battle it was written for, and all of these things. I'm like, yo, this song is bullshit. Like when you really understand what the song is about, and the fact that, again, the media tried to spin it where Colin was all about police brutality, the killing of innocent black men without any repercussions. Right. This is what he was kneeling for.
Stephan Clark.
And then Stephan Clark. And then the media flips it and makes it about our men and women of service in the military, and the honor and the patriotism. The fuck? Listen, that song is not about that. like what? That may be what it's about for you and what it represents for you. But at what point did we all come together and say, this is what? Like, I love being an American. I love living in this country. But you're not gonna get me to celebrate, and then I'm supposed to have the freedom of a peaceful protest. That man was peacefully protesting.
Yeah.
And punished severely for it. Like,
yeah.
This is what our military fights for. You know what I mean? To have this freedom of protest. Like Martin Luther King said, I just want America to stand firm on what they put on paper. Like, you said, it's written. You said this. I just want you to stay, like, peaceful assembly, peaceful protest. That's all in y'all wrote that out. But now when I try to do that, now everyone hates me. I lose my job. I got to be exiled from society, or from a certain aspect, because they say I hate my country and all that. Like, yeah. It's ridiculous, man. So that I personally can't be a part of that.